First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
At their own 30-yard line.
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And they cross the 40-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
13 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, it's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to J.D.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Haskins on first down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. On the handoff, this is Barber. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 36.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Washington.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Able to shake it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They will run it. It's McKissick. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's McKissick. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
3-yard gain.
It's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that says let's go ahead and do it because they've got momentum. It's been a nice drive to start the game, but from this distance, the odds aren't with them at all. Take the 3 points, feel good about that, come back and get the touchdown on your next drive.
Yeah, and you're on the road, so snag the lead while you can. Taken about 7 yards deep. And decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy empty. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
First down and
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran out to the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put it in the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Stafford. Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
For the Lions.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins is going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throw left side to start out. That's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now the second active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Stafford here. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now the rookie second rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. The quick slant cut, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do in good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Prater for the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
We'll take over first. And 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Coleman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This one down to about the 27. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
7-yard line.
From the 27, Stafford. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
For Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Cannon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah. That should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The Washington ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Washington first down.
Barber on first and 10. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Huntley. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you guys score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals are great.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
backpack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope, the sideline, the touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope, the sideline, the touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold with a trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the high school to build. Ain't nothing just to heal. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, the touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, the touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down at the 31.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They give to Cannon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A carry now for McKissick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw him. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And long.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julian Okwara in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He's brought down at the...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. We're scoreless after one. From the 50 at Stanford. Gets it quickly to Galladay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun on third down, Stanford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
His pass.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Now Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And it's third down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. They'll run with McKissick. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
The ball carrier.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Washington first.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Haskins will throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Got him in, it's Gibson complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to...
Now it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
At the 10-yard line.